Hello everyone, you join me coming towards the end of the 5th lap on this light race on Colour Lumper. I'm hoping you're not getting a bit bored of this race. But here we go, we're going to try it, and we've got Heidfeld give me... Oh my god, Heidfeld has come flying down my inside, and I'm going to outbrake him into turn 1. That was fantastic, little double overtaking manoeuvre there. What a charge there from Heidfeld. He must have had DRS or something, because he was desperate for that position, and he's really feisty, and it's just so frustrating because I should be roughly the same speed as Heidfeld, but for some reason I'm catastrophically slower than him. But if I put it any easier, I'm catastrophically faster than him, so I don't know what to do. If you've got any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. So here we are, lap 6. Let's do a little sitrep recount. We're on lap 6 out of 11, I think that is. We're in the 2nd sector, coming up to the 3rd sector, and I'm P10, and the game wants me to finish P10, so I'm in a good position, just cruising. Although Heidfeld looks fairly angry behind me. I feel to be ruining his race, and I've got Perez ahead, and I'm still slower than him, which is more frustration because I'm slower than everyone on the effing grid. So, coming down now towards the final corner, I'm going to see Heidfeld seems quite a distance behind me now, so that's okay. That's what we want. And we need to really open the taps this lap and open the taps next lap. You see, there we go, the sector's gone green. All 3 sectors are green, which is fantastic. We're opening the taps. We're going to catch Perez. We're going to take Perez, rather, not Perez. I'm talking about Perez. Perez is a French footballer. Why am I talking to him? Robert Perez is about 35 and he runs like my granddad. Perez, despite the fact that he is actually a very good footballer, I'm just putting it out there. Well, he was. He's not anymore. I think he's retired now anyway. Yeah, sorry. So, here we go. And by footballer, I mean soccer player if you're in America. Yeah, we call it football here. Anyway, sorry, massively off topic. So, I go wide here where Petrov went wide, and I've got Heidfeld coming back. They always seem to go around the outside. The computers here, they'll never learn that they're not going to get through that way. They need to charge down the inside if they're wanting to make an effective manoeuvre. So, coming into the final sector of lap 7. And, well, I don't know how much more action there'll be this race, to be honest, because it seems fairly satisfied. But do not turn off, oh no, because there might be loads of action, and I seem to be up to 9th, so I must have overtaken someone in the pits in the last race, which is good, because that means if Heidfeld overtakes me, I'll still be at my target, and that's what we want. We want the target. And someone else pits from ahead there. They must have been left it late, and I dip a little wheel on the grass there, and that might invite Heidfeld for a little smooch. A little bit of a smoochy overtake, and he does, and he tries down inside. He couldn't decide which way to go then, and it cost him the overtake. But he does charge down my inside. I leave him room, but he doesn't take it, and then I leave him far too much room, and I go out on the marbles. There's a bit of contact, and my tyres are covered in marbles, and they're not anymore, but I've lost the position. Oh dear. Oh dear, that was reckless. There was no threat. He gave up on the chase, and then he's broken far too early into that corner. They all do that, the computers. They all do that. I don't know why. It's stupid. It's so easy for me to overtake. I brake far later and take the corner fine. So, we got a little bit of train building up behind me, as per usual, on this difficulty. And I'm cruising in 8th position now that guy pitted. So I'm now 2 positions clear. But if I spin out, all 3 cars behind me, I think there is, will overtake, and that will end in tears, because that means I'll lose my target grade, and that sector's gone red, which means I'm off the pace, and Perez is getting ahead of me, and that isn't what we want, is it? No, that's disappointing, to be fair. Jeez. So, how are things doing? We've got Heidfeld behind, as you know, Perez ahead, as you know, me in 8th, as you know, as we come towards the end of lap 9, going around this corner for the 8th time this race. What a bad corner it is. It's so unenjoyable. In fact, what a bad track this is, to be honest. It's so unenjoyable. A track like... Let's discuss my favourite track. Korea. I know everyone slates it in real F1, but it's the final sector of Korea is fantastically fun to drive. It is without a doubt my favourite track to drive on this game. And tracks like this just depress me. I don't know about you, but it's an automatic skip if we get it online. It's just all long bends that are either flat out or just bad. It's just corner straight, corner straight. I just want corner, 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 corner like the last sector. 4th and 5th gear corners are the best. As we go on to mix 3. Here we go, he's pulling out the taps now. He's going to take Perez. He doesn't... Perez, not Perez. Why do I keep saying Perez? He's going to catch him now. He doesn't care that the gap's about 3 seconds. He's going for it. And someone at the back has pitted there, as you can see on the pit straight in the little mini-map. So he's catching Perez. It does mean that we're going to have to... as that sector goes green, it does mean that we're going to have to... use mix 1 for a while, and I think I explained the mixes in my last career race. If you missed it, find it somewhere and watch it and give it a like, please. But yeah, the gap is down to, we'll find out at the end of this lap. We'll find out what the gap is, although we do know that I've got +2 fuel laps, so that means I've got fuel laps more, 2 laps more than I need to of fuel, I think. Pitting doesn't really matter, and the gap is 4 point something seconds. So, forget that, more of the fact that Heidfeld's about 0.3 behind me, and he's got DRS as he's had all afternoon, and can't seem to nail an overtake. And Vettel, what? Vettel is behind Heidfeld. What is this? What has happened to Vettel? He must have had some sort of collision, and it must have been him that was pitting earlier or something, and he's now stuck behind me. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep him behind me, but Heidfeld hasn't kept him behind him long, and we've got a green sector for pace in the first section, and we've got Vettel who's getting very annoyed behind me, and I'm going to try and keep him as behind me as I can. I'm not going to let him through. I'm not going to let him through and cruise away. I need to keep him behind me as long as possible and just absorb the laps, maybe even finish ahead of him. I've only got 2 laps to hold him off, and if I do keep him behind me, that's a serious dent to his title hopes. Admittedly, this is only a game, and it's in real life he's absolutely destroyed the 2011 season, but it's still important that for me, for my championship points, the great 4 that I will pick up in this position, or 3 or 2, or I think it's 1 for 10th, 2 for 9th, 4 for 8th. We'll find out. So, here we go. We're going down the final corner. What a bad corner it is, as I've previously said. And we've got Vettel, who really went for the overtake after that and had to release the throttle to stop himself cruising into my my rear wing. So, well, what can you say, eh? He's got 1 lap to pass me, and I've got 1 lap to pass Karthikeyan here, who is... Oh, God. Oh, he was trying to cruise. He seems to give up very easily, this Vettel, a bit like him in real life. Can't overtake. But, well, that's thrown up in the air, and Karthikeyan brakes very early, and that must have soiled up Vettel. Yes, Vettel's stuck behind Karthikeyan, and I get ahead, and I've gained valuable seconds. And we'll see what happens now when I look behind me next. I'm not sure when that will be, when I get a spare second, but we'll see where Vettel is. Yes, he has now got past Karthikeyan, and he's got so much more straight line speed in that Red Bull, designed by Adrian Newey, who I really want to come to McLaren and do some bossing like he did in the past. So, Mark Webber wins the race. I'm holding out for 8th. Can Vettel have an astronomically awful result whilst I have an astronomically fantastic result? We've got a yellow flags in Sector 1 for absolutely no idea why, but we are looking to take Vettel, and it's likely that he won't be able to get past me now as we go around the final corner, and that should be that, unless he's right behind me and he's going to try and do me to the line, but no chance. Victory for me. Well, it feels like a victory anyway. I've just held off Vettel, and Vettel finishes 9th. I finish 8th with a fastest lap of 1 minute 34, almost dead. Lost 3 positions, but you'd expect that. and that was a fairly good result. So, thank you everyone for watching. That puts me somewhere in the title battle, and puts me somewhere else in the constructors, but that doesn't really matter at this stage because it is very early. So we're all very happy. Yep, thank you very much. Yep, well done. I've got a new helmet if you haven't noticed. Oh yes, well done to you. Yeah, I seem to celebrate in this exact way when we did in Melbourne, but I'm going to clap around pointing the camera, and thank you all very much for watching. This is my last video for a week or two, or possibly even 3, maybe 4. It depends how good Modern Warfare 3 is. Yes, that's it. I'm going to play Modern Warfare 3. Thank you very much for watching. I will be back soon. Goodbye.